Would you give a diamond to a 2-year-old, 4-year-old kid? Why not? Because they don't know, right? They don't know the value. And because they don't know the value, what's going to happen? They would lose it. You give a diamond to her. Would you lose a diamond? You would cherish it. Right? You give a girl a diamond, it's like, wow. They're going to cherish not just the diamond, they're going to cherish you too. Because they know the value, and the value of the diamond plus the love that you're expressing through the diamond. So that becomes more super duper valuable in terms of a gift. So similarly, if the gift that we're giving in VCon, I would say it's more valuable than any diamond. Because with the gift you're going to be getting here, you could buy many diamonds. And not just that, but, you could sort of live a bit nicer, breathe better, could do a lot of things, for yourself, your family, for our planet. So the value, how can I put a value on this chair? For example, how can we put a value on this particular chair? Would this chair be worth $1 million? No. Because Datu Vijay sat on a chair like this. I sat on a chair like this listening exactly what you're doing right now. Now, what do you think the value of this chair? It's priceless. But who would make it priceless? You. Exactly. But really, honestly, the way I would see it today is different from how you're seeing it. You know how much to be in an Obama training? I mean, just to be there, just to see him, it's expensive. Just to have a picture with him is like $1,000, Of course, here it's free, right? Selfie. But the point I'm trying to make is, it's important that somehow you put it's the invaluability, the value of it. You must at least understand. Because if you don't, then you're going to waste it. Just like a kid losing the diamond because he doesn't know. So what's going to be sad is you go home, okay, to wherever you live, you call home. You go there and you lose the thing that we gave. This 5-year training that you got is not just 5 days. The experience that these people are sharing on stage is 20 years experience. QNet has been around for the last 20 years. That's 20 years experience. Before we started QNet, me and Datu Vijay had at least 3 to 5 year experience in networking. So I would add that to this. And some of the networkers that came to speak to you today, some of them had previous network marketing experience. Some of them have been networking for 10 years before QNet. So you add up all of these different experiences, you got a whole, I would say, 20 to 30 years experience that was put in a nutshell, in a pill for you to take. This years of experience is so valuable. You could never buy that. You can never buy an experience. So what are we actually buying here? We make it available. We just make it available because this experience that you're being shared with Okay, it's something that you don't need to go through with. Like the challenges, you can somehow see that, hey, these people are real people as well. They're not a myth. QNet is not a scam. It's not a myth that most of your people back home are saying. And I know sometimes you're beginning to believe them. Because when they say it, when you read it on the paper, in some newspaper, you start believing they're in the newspaper. It's a scam. Because we do things today due to these external influences. And somehow we've become lazy because of so much information that we have, that we're bombarded with. So much information that we have become lazy to question the facts, the reality of these things. That's why you even need to come to VCon. And I know most of you, the reason you're here, because you just want to know, is QNet real? Is it real? It's not just, a scam. Well, if we're a scam, we're a pretty good scam for the last 20 years. I don't think any scam company could last for 20 years. Think so? If we're a scam, I don't think I would want to stand up here tonight and face you and talk to you and meet you in person. So we're real. My question is, what are you going to do when you go back home? There's this bundle of energy inside of you the last 5 days. And it's not just 5 days. There's a bundle of 20 years of experience that you've heard. So it's not something rah, rah, rah. You go home, then you're going to become rich. Like a quick thing that would somehow make you rich tomorrow. No, it's not like that. There's a lot of hard work that you're going to be putting in. And it's hard work because, again, it begins with a lot of changes that you would have to take yourself. So are you willing to take those changes now? Yes. When are you going to do it? Next VCon? How many VCon do you need to attend? I've been attending VCon the last 20 years. Why is that? It's where I put petrol, It's my gasoline. I need to feed on it for the next VCon again. It keeps me motivated. So at least now there's like 2 VCons, right? But we have other events that we speak to other events. And there's other training and events that you should be attending to back home. After VCon, as soon as you land to India, start your VCon. Start your training. If you don't have anyone to train yourself. Attend. If you don't have an upline, find an upline. Sometimes the person who signed you up, the guy who signed you, sponsored you, might be dead or left you, and you're now an orphan. Yeah? Poor baby. No parents. But you have to find someone who could adopt you because you need a mentor. You understand? I know some of you have been signed up by someone, an irresponsible parent, who just signed you up for the check and left you to be orphans. So you have to find out, okay, who can be my mentor? Because there would be some guy up there. Like I remember, Aaron George he just brought me up, right? His upline, Mahendra Kumar, was an orphan IR in Bahrain. Somebody signed him up, but he Like that guy, I don't know where he is. And he's all alone in Bahrain. So he called up Hong Kong. This was like sometime 18 years ago. He called up Hong Kong looking for an upline. Okay? So he said, can you come to Bahrain? You know, we're QNet here. I mean, we're doing QNet here. Can the company send a representative to Bahrain? So apparently during that time, me and Vijay, we were also CEO and receptionist on the phone. So we told Kumar, I remember I told Kumar, I'll come, but give me 100 people in the room for at least the presentation. And give me 30 people, 30 serious leaders that we could train. Because the company is not going to pay ticket for me to go there to meet one person. So it took him a few months. Then he called, Jabba, I'm going to be putting 1,000 people in the room, and we have 30 people to train. So, flew. Next thing we know, we're in Bahrain. So this is a leader. They don't allow themselves to be orphans, because we all need mentors. We need to be pushed. We need guidance. And this is what the V offers. In fact, the V is not enough. We only have a few V team partners. The dream of me and Dr. Vijay, I remember Vijay telling me before, Japa, for us to conquer the planet, we need at least 1,000 leaders. And where would that come from? So the question you should be asking yourself, and I'm asking you this question, would you be that leader that would take on this challenge of actually representing this concept of business that is very powerful? So it's not just a rah thing, going up on stage, feeling good, all of these things, but actually taking actual role, taking ownership, and being that leader that your downline can rely on while they're learning how to walk. So we need to be that parent teaching our downlines how to walk in this business. And it's not just the business. How to be responsible citizens, how to be responsible human beings. Have them grow. Nourish them. Motivate them. Slap them when they're sleeping. Slap them when they're forgetting their promises. Because we all forget. You know why you all went to school, college, and all of these things? Sometimes you forgot. Why did I go to school? Why did I become a doctor? Did you become a doctor to make money or to treat people? That's a whole different thing. I'm not going to go to a doctor whose main goal is to make money. Well, of course, it's hard to tell sometimes. But it's easy to tell, especially when a doctor who hasn't even checked me and tells me, oh, you need this operation. So when you go back home, in fact, you're not alone. When you do presentation, you should never be alone. Like I remember when I used to give presentation before, if it's just me, I'm nobody. I cannot influence someone. I have a team of lawyers, team of accountants, team of corporate people, team of networker, which is QNet. I have a whole company backing me up. So when I present, people feel this. But if it's just me, and they go like, nothing to look behind, why would they sign up? You understand? So when you go back and do your presentation, you must have this confidence that there's a huge, big company backing you up. QNet is solid, concrete. You could see, if you could visit Malaysia, you can visit our offices. right? Take pictures with the building. Say, hey, this is real. 20 years ago, when we were doing this business, me and Dr. Vijay, we didn't have a building to show people. We had some postcards. I remember when we were, our first trip to Hong Kong, Dr. Vijay decided that Hong Kong would be the hub, corporate hub of the business. Okay? Because of the international thing. I didn't know about this, but my partner is very good in corporate planning, structuring. So he decided Hong Kong. Okay? We didn't have anything in Hong Kong. So we went there for a visit, sort of like canvassing, looking where we're going to be. So we were walking and Vijay saw the tallest building in Hong Kong. At that time, it was Central Plaza. And he said, Japa, our office is going to be there. I said, oh. That's my partner is such a dreamer. He said, our office is going to be there. So we went there because the next day after our training, we had some networkers there. I was training. I was going back to the Philippines. So Vijay took a stock of, this calendar. In the lobby of this building, there's this calendar with a Central Plaza tower. Beautiful, lit, Hong Kong, So he took a stack, took it and gave it to me. He said, when you go back to the Philippines, when you do your presentation, tell them that we are in this office. And you know what? After a month, we got the 64th floor of Central Plaza. And I was like, this is the power of a dreamer. In fact, it's not even dreaming. What I've learned from is that when you make a decision, you're going to go somewhere. Who can stop you? You tell me this Sunday you're going back to India. Why can I not believe you? Would I doubt you? With confidence, I'm going back home to India tomorrow. Who would doubt you? Nobody. Is this how you present? You don't present like this yet. So that day, I learned to present this way. I'm going there tomorrow. I'm going to be a millionaire in a month. It happened. Why? Because I said it's going to happen. So if you put your mind into it, of course, there's a process to it. Going back to India tomorrow means booking a flight, taking a cab to the airport, going through immigration, and all. There's a lot of challenges. You understand? If you're willing to do that, why would you not reach your destination? So, from here to wherever your destination is right now, there's a lot of things. Security check, immigration, passport, a lot of these things, right? If you're willing to do it, I'm not going to doubt that you're going to be successful. Who can doubt? Only an idiot would doubt you. Who can doubt? But see, right now, when you talk, you don't have the, I think I'm going to India, but I'm not sure. Would you believe someone when he says like this? I'm going to India, but my husband stopping me, I don't have a passport, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that. I don't even want to hear your story. Why are you telling me this? Do you understand? This is just an example. And in our experience, most of the achievements, supposedly achievements that we have achieved as a person, as a company, started from making a declaration. I'm going to do this. Most of us in life, see, we don't want to marry success. Or we want it like Las Vegas style. And we don't want to declare it. Because we're worried that it might not work. And because you're worrying it's not going to work. It's not really going to work. Because you can't even say it. You would cough every time you say, I want to be a millionaire. I couldn't say that word before. I couldn't say the word, I'm going to be successful. I don't want to tell my friends, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be successful. I don't want to tell them. Why? Because what if I don't become? It's an embarrassment. But how could you be if you don't declare? Did not BJ declare we're going to be at the Central Plaza? Did he declare? Before we even had contract? I don't know how it happened, but he made a declaration, we're going to be at the Central Plaza. We're going to be sponsored at the Olympic. We're going to be this, we're going to be... Before we even got there. Was that magical? No, it wasn't magic, I realized. I thought he had magic powers that time. How can you have this confidence? What do you need? I just believe that there's something bigger than me that I've not achieved yet. So when I sign up people at that time, I'm not signing them up because they're such great networkers. I'm signing them up believing they're going to become someone bigger than what they believe in. And that's really what it is all about. There's something bigger inside you, the potential that has not gone out yet. It hasn't been released. It hasn't laid. You know, you got to release the beast, they say in America. Release the beast. You know, this passion, it's just there. It's like sleeping. How do we wake it? How do we wake it up? You know, the sleeping giant. You could be a small person, but there's like a sleeping giant inside. The CEO, the top networker, this, that. How do we wake this up? This is what we need. This is what you need to find. This is your purpose. You need to find this. The fastest you could find this, the better it's going to be for you. You could only keep it if you also share it with others. That's the secret. You want to be successful, you have to make others successful. If you don't share this, you lose it. If you don't use the knowledge, you lose it. So immediately as you go back home, immediately share. If they don't want to take it, it's okay. Share. Just fine. There's nothing to do with luck. It's a number game. Who's going to sign up? Who's going to take this one seriously right now? And in the process, I'm practicing building relationship. And I would not allow any negativity distract my focus. And don't look for excuses. Because when you look for excuses you'll find. It's so easy. Stop looking for excuses. Because that's what you're going to find. Because that's what you're looking for. Do you know this? If you have a particular car in mind that you want to buy, right? When you're driving on the road, you'll see that. Why? Because you're looking. That's what you're looking. So I'm telling you, please, don't look for the wrong things. Look for the right things. And what is the thing you're looking for? You're looking for that thing that's going to make you successful. The obstacles you face, because behind those obstacles are the things you need to be successful. Front and back. Can you have the front without the back? Cannot. But most of us, we just want success without the challenges. The funny thing is, challenges is the face of success. The face of success is different. The face of success is a bit gnarly, ugly. You know what I mean? But the back of this gnarly, ugly looking obstacles and challenges is a very beautiful, called success. Her name is Success. Success is beautiful, but it comes with a lot of challenges. And this is for real. This is what we're talking about here. And that's what we want you to do. Be influence and influence others that you meet on this mission that we have in changing the world. Because we are changing the world. We are. We're not just here to make money. Money is a side thing. It's a side product of a successful person. But first, we want to make the changes. We want to make these people, beautiful citizens. We want to, and when we have beautiful people, our planet would become beautiful. Because from beautiful people, they will create beautiful things. Yes? And with beautiful people comes beautiful purpose. Their purpose would just explode and expand to everyone. One planet. One people, one planet, one purpose. We only have one purpose in life. And that's to live in peace, to live in, having nice relationship. We all just want to have a nice family we could spend time with and extend to our neighbors and have relationships and break down barriers and stuff. We could be part of, I'm sure one day, we would live in a world where there's no more countries, there's no demarcation. The globe is just turning to be one. So let's just remove the labels. We're all people. Take home what you've learned in VCon and continue and make a decision. You're not going to stop until you reach success. So let's rub our influences on you and be successful in your venture. This is a journey. Enjoy your journey. It's not a short term. If you're just thinking 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, just go home. This is long term. This is long term. It's pretty much, it's long term. The journey that you're taking or you didn't realize that you've taken is a long-term journey. How long? I don't know. For some, they become successful in a very short time. They achieve certain things and they grow. Sometimes they take a dip again, but they go up and they continue. Improving yourself is a constant thing until you're alive. Is it not? And the whole preparation is so, we live a nice life. We influence others. It's not just the dates we leave in our RIP. We leave a bit of a legacy would be nice, right? BJ always teases me, why would you just want your born 62, died in 2000, whatever? Can we add some other things there? Make a mark in the world. Make a dent in the planet. Influence others. Make other change. Change myself. Better the planet for the future generation. So we have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of cleaning in your district, in your home. Just like we have to do some cleaning here. You have to do some cleaning there. So personally, family, community. But we all begin with ourselves, right? This is really what's it all about. The business aspect is very easy. The A to Z of networking is very simple. It's not really complicated. But we got to tear down a lot of our barriers and just garbage that we have that's stopping us from becoming successful. And this is really what it's all about. So there's a lot of stuff inside that needs to be removed. There's a lot of cancerous stuff, negativity stuff that needs to be removed. We need to remove that. But don't fight it. We're your friends. Don't fight the removal. Help us remove it. And you must be willing to remove this stuff, this garbage, this negativity, your wrong concept of things. Because once that removed, then you can start a better journey towards, living better, being successful. So are you willing? The willingness must be there. Willingness must be there. Voluntarily, you're not being forced. Are you being forced to do this? No. If your upline is forcing you to do this, tell him to take a hike. You have to do this. He cannot make you successful. He could only assist and give you the tools that you need to be successful. At the end of the day, you have to do the hard work of chiseling this beautiful, successful person that's being covered by a lot of this garbage. Today, for example, there's a lot of things I could tell you that you could just immediately remove. Bad habits that you have that you could remove now. I'm not going to tell you what those are. You know. Can you be honest to identify it? Because if you could not identify the garbages that you're doing right now, unnecessary things, that's not going to help you succeed. If you cannot even give that up, why are you talking to me? Why are we talking? You know what I'm talking about? Do we have bad habits? We all do. And those bad habits are getting in the way. It wastes your time. It kills your body. It makes you unhealthy. We want better people? Yes. Better planet? Yes. Well, there's some things we just got to get rid of. And these are all personal. See, it's personal choices. I'm not going to force this upon you. But these are choices. But don't put yourself in the illusion thinking, okay, I'm going to make changes, but I'm not going to give up my bad habits. You cannot. You have to remove this. Replace it. You have to replace it with something. That's why in India there is this, I don't know if you're familiar, when I was a kid, I was growing up, we were taught to, like bad habits, we called the nivriti, the bad habits, nivriti. You cannot just remove bad habits, nivriti, from someone without engaging them in a positive habits. So what you do is, engage them with a pavriti, the positive engagement, then automatically they'll be giving up their bad habits. So, when you go back home, right, I know it's very difficult to give up bad habits, but start engaging in good habits. Reading books, waking up in the morning, bathing first, brushing your teeth before you go out and talk to people, exercising. Start engaging in some habits that's going to help you. Read, for Christ's sake. Read a book. Read something. You know what I mean? Study something. Throw the garbage. Do something in your yard, in your neighborhood. Pick up the garbage and do something. Start caring for others. Start doing something outside of yourself. And because you get busy with that, you lessen the bad habits. you would end up lessing the bad habits. It's being replaced with something positive, something sweeter, something would nourish your heart, nourish your soul, because this is just what's going to make you happy. So that's how we do it. That's the positive way of doing it. Okay? Stop chewing the slipper. Chew the lollipop. The honey. You understand? Stop eating garbage. VJ is a bee-like person. He didn't see the garbage that I have. I have so much garbage. He focused on whatever little nectar I have in me. He focused on that, and he had me hang around more with the flowers and the positive stuff. Every time I bring garbage to VJ, he would talk about the honeys and the flowers instead. So after a while, after hanging around with the bee, the fly-like person like me, looking like a bee now, you know what I mean? I started like, hey, I want to be a bee. I'm a fly, but I want to be a bee. Can we change? Of course. People, that's the magic of people. The flies can never change their nature, but people can. That's the beauty of humans. We can make the change. We can. So there's only things we need to do. It's a very simple lesson tonight for me. I don't know what if you're going to choose. I think majority of you would want to be like a bee. Agree? Yes. Not a fly. That's what you need to share. All the positivity that you have here. There's negativity that you got also here. There's stuff. Why share that back home? Share all the nice stuff. Live and create your crowd, create your atmosphere, that you're always going to be influenced in this environment. So you make that change, yes. No doubt about it. You're going to be the person you would want to be. So you choose tonight, what do I want to be? See, the word be will add another E to it. What do I want to be? I want to be like a bee. Just totally positivity, flowers, peace, and all of those things, you know what I mean? That I know a bee would die smoking cigarette. They'll just die. Whether a bee or a fly, they both die smoking the smoke. You don't need that. Change. Replace your bad habits with good habits. And you begin with that, and there's no doubt that you're going to be a very successful person. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming in VCon. Thank you.